Okay, welcome back, students. Today we're going to bisect an angle, but in doing so, I want to show you that you really have some agency and control within GeoGebra. So the first thing I'd like you to do is create an account and make sure that it's your account you're logged into and that you're not just visiting GeoGebra. Okay, so I've my own account here, but you should be able to create an account. Okay, now I'm going to create a new applet by saying I want to create an activity, and I have many choices. Okay, so what I'm going to do is create a GeoGebra app, and I'm just going to call this angle bisector, which is the first construction on the course. So when I say I want to use GeoGebra, it sort of gives me a choice of all the different things, and I'm going to create my own applet. Now, when it comes to these, the two main ones you're going to be using is graphing if you want an X and a Y axis, or geometry if you just don't want any axis. So I'm going to go with geometry for this. Okay, now, and it has my toolbar up top, but as far as I know, that'll disappear when I click done. So we're not very happy with that. But if I go back into advanced settings, I can turn on show toolbar. Okay. Now I could just leave it at that, and what I am gonna do, just leave it at that, and I'm gonna share this with you. Okay, and say save and close. However, you don't have to use my one because I've just asked you really to make your own, and I must make this publish this and make it public. Otherwise, well, I can share it with you with a link as it says here, but nobody will be able to find it by browsing my stuff unless it's published. It does take ages to publish. I don't know why. So I just kind of ignore that, and after a while it will come back along and this will say public. So okay, against my better judgment now, I'm also going to assign it as a GeoGebra lesson and create. So that creates this link, which I'm going to put on an assignment. But I really want you to understand that you don't have to use mine because I've almost done nothing, and you can create your own. So as far as I know, if I click that, I'm taking the link. I think I'm taking the link, and I'm going to share that off screen with you in your assignment. Okay. However, I'll just go back to my own version of it. So that's the lesson now, and this is the public thing. They're almost the exact same, only I can see how you're getting on during class. Okay, so an angle bisector, where do we start? We use a compass. Now, I'm not too sure the difference between a circle and a compass, so just click on compass and see what happens when I go. I need points defined already. Let's go with a circle. So say I'm going to start a circle here over to my right. Let me undo that and start the circle a little bit. Whoops, escape. Undo that. And I'll just start a bit further in. Oh, let's go full screen as well. Okay, undo that. So I started my circle, and now I have a point, the center of the circle, and a point on the circumference. Now I'm going to do the reverse of that. I'm moving. If this was you on pen and paper, you've put the point of your compass here and you've drawn an arc, maybe a full circle, but it's this arc here that we're interested in. Okay, now I'm going to switch my point of my compass over here by clicking here first, and I'm going to open. My compass will have been open to this amount. Don't close it. We'll draw that second arc going that way. Okay. Now. Okay, this is by the way, I'm not really bisecting an angle. I will effectively have done so, but I'm making a rhombus here. So now I want to see this point, and if we look underneath points, there's an intersect tool. So if I click somewhere on this, well, I missed, you see, but if I click here, it'll mark that intersection point, and it locks it in. Okay, it's also clicked it down here. So it's locked it in. So if I go to my move tool now, that's locked in and it's dynamic. Okay, now I'm going to go to my polygon tool and join them up. Okay, we've made ourselves a nice brown rhombus. I can probably change the color of that, but I have to let me undo that. Oops, I've undone my polygon. To my move tool. I'm sure there's a way to color it. Pick the polygon, right click, double click, nothing. Or maybe there isn't a way to color it. Anyway, let's go back to moving this around. So if I was to now draw in a line segment of a diagonal, then this is the bisector of this angle. Let's see if we could have started with an angle. One like that. What else are we here? Here I have a ray. So there's my original angle. Okay, so I'm going to, okay, I'll leave it and I'll do the bisector later. So that just gives you an idea. I'm going to publish this anyway, and that's enough to get you started in GeoGebra, where you're really discovering for yourself. See you in the next one.